So, which NBA organization has the best young core?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to go with the Celtics. I like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, so that's what I'm gonna have to go with. What about you, man?
I'm gonna go with the Atlanta Hawks. They've built something there that we don't see a lot in today's NBA. They keep their draft picks, they pile their draft picks, and they get great players like Trae Young. Now they got DeAndre Hunter. I think they're gonna come into something nice this season.
Oh, okay, I agree with that. Welcome to LUTV Sports Extra. I am Arthur Harmon, along with Zion Tyrell, and we're here to discuss everything extra in the world of sports.
All right, let's get it started.
Yes, sir. All the stars are finally in La La Land. Los Angeles and the Staples Center is home to 4 of the top 10 players in the National Basketball Association. LeBron James and Anthony Davis look to bring Showtime and a title back to the Lake Show. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard have come home for some California love and a championship for the other hoop squad in LA, the Clippers. Zion, who is the best player in the City of Angels, and is that player also the best player in the NBA?
Hey, man, I just want to say shout out to the West Coast because California knows how to party. Man, when you look at Los Angeles and where the NBA is now,
Yes,
it's in a great place. We got stars in LA. You got AD, you got LeBron, you got Kawhi, you got Paul George. But among those 4 players, I think that Kawhi is the best, not only in Los Angeles, but in the NBA also. When you look at what he's done as a player at every organization that he's been to, it's just unmatched. We haven't seen this in a long time, so I'm going to have to go with Kawhi.
Kawhi? See, I could agree with that because he's coming off a championship, finals MVP. But I'm going to have to stick with the best player in the world, who we've been saying for a long time. I'm going to have to stick with LeBron James. And even though I don't like LeBron James personally, but because I'm a Laker fan and he's on the squad, I'm going to have to say LeBron. Last year, I would say that wasn't the case because he was injured, didn't make the playoffs. I would say last year maybe was KD and Kawhi in the mix as well. But I agree with what you're saying. Kawhi kind of really proved himself in the playoffs, and to take that team, Toronto, who didn't get over the hump all these years and was getting stopped by LeBron, and you get a player like Kawhi, and you get you a role player like Danny Green, and they come and help you win a championship. So I agree with what you're saying, but I'm gonna have to still stick with LeBron, man. LeBron is still that guy.
I mean, you got to respect LeBron. You got to respect what he's done. But, last season it was just, I feel like it wasn't the right fit for him, all those young players around him, so it didn't work out. But next season he has a lot to, not necessarily to prove, but, just to remind the world of what type of player he really, really is. But right now, Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the NBA. What he's done in Toronto, he single-handedly became the best Raptor ever, the greatest Raptor in franchise history in one season. He brought them a chip, something that other players couldn't do. I'm not gonna name any names, but they had to do what they had to do, and they got what they wanted out of it. So
yeah, I think the world, maybe the world, sports world, agrees with you saying that Kawhi is the best. So now all eyes is on Kawhi. Ooh, that kind of sounded like something, but. All eyes on Kawhi. Everybody's kind of probably sleep on LeBron, but LeBron is going to be LeBron because of who he is and what he has done. And I think nobody's going to be really looking at LeBron, so that's going to give him a up to, go out there and ball even harder, maybe be in the MVP talks. And this year he's going to be turning 35, I believe. So, like I said, I feel like LeBron has something to prove, even though he really doesn't. But it's something like, they forgot who I was. So, and now you got AD, you got a bunch of vets, a bunch of vets who have been there before, really, except for AD. But he's gonna ball regardless. He's gonna get his. So I feel like LeBron is gonna be a leader over there. And these Clippers and Lakers game tickets are gonna be out the roof, I'm sure. And that's going to bring in some money to LA, and you really got a good rivalry over there.
Listen, everything you're saying is true. They have vets, they have LeBron, they have AD. But when you got to look at the Clippers organization as a whole, they have consistency. They have the same exact team as last season. They just added the 2 best wing defenders in the NBA, probably one of the best defenders we've ever seen in the NBA. And then you have the coach and Doc Rivers. You have the front office and Lawrence Frank, and you got great executive Jerry West. There's just so many things that they have over the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers are so like unfortunate in these last couple of years, and I don't think it's anybody's fault but themselves. They just don't have consistency within the organization. You add all these new players, you add a new coach, and you add another head coach sitting next to him. I think it's really going to fall apart this season. I hope not. Hopefully we see a full season with the healthy AD and the healthy LeBron, but sometimes that may not always be the case. So we'll just have to see. But as a whole, I think the Clippers have the NBA with the grass right now. So,
see, I agree with. See, I'm just thinking about best player right now, and what you're saying is absolutely right. You know, we done lost Magic Johnson, then lost Magic Johnson, and you're right. There's no consistency. Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka. It's like
chaos.
It's
all in
chaos, and it's unnecessary, really. Extremely. Since Jerry Buss, passed away, it's really just been up and down since, and it's like there's no leadership in that front office at all. Like we need a Jerry West or somebody, that could just hold it all together. The head coach situation, I feel like we fired Luke Walton for no reason. Man. It's because it's like
he didn't garner the respect of LeBron. That was pretty simple.
LeBron, that's what I say. Like LeBron is a player. You're a player. Whoever coaches
but you gotta respect his greatness, though. It's LeBron James.
Man,
he's bought championships everywhere he's went.
But you say respecting his greatness. I don't care what you say. Who you are, you always have some type of authority. Like nobody owes you nothing. Like Luke Walton should still be out here coaching. Now, like you said, they put Frank Vogel in. I don't know. It feel like it's kind of like.
I feel like it was forced. Yeah. The Frank Vogel hiring was forced.
And then they put Jason Kidd as an assistant head coach. It's like, all right, we're gonna put you right here, but he's gonna be the guy.
He's our guy.
He's gonna be the guy. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like maybe this year, if they are 7th or 8th seed, I'm sure that they put him out the door.
Okay, we keep talking about Los Angeles. What about these other teams in the NBA? What about the Houston Rockets and Utah Jazz and Denver Nuggets and teams like that?
See, and all this is going on. Teams like, that ain't made moves. Utah got Mike Conley, but I'm not too sure about Utah.
You're not too fond of the Mike Conley signing? I think that's a big pickup along with Bogdan Bogdanovic. I think the Utah Jazz got something nice going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's just a big mixing pot. Like you can put all the teams in a bowl and pick one out, and that team can win the Western Conference Finals.
Easily, yeah. But I'm gonna say not for Utah. But I say all this is going on. Teams like Denver, who's still together. They're young. Ooh, I should have said that. Denver.
The Denver Nuggets young core.
Yeah,
yes.
I should have said them. But they have that. Denver, I like Denver. And I like the Joker. I don't know how to say his name. But
Jokic.
Yeah, I like him, and he had a great playoff series.
Awesome playoffs.
Yeah,
awesome.
And so I definitely think they're definitely they still them. And I'm gonna say the Warriors too. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, not a lot of people talk about the Warriors. I don't know what they're gonna do with their overload of guards, but I think Steve Kerr and
I feel like they're the Patriots.
I think they'll make it work. I think they'll make it work.
Yeah, I feel like D'Lo would be a good accessory to. And then like people just forget they didn't really make any moves or big time moves. Clay is hurt. They lost KD. It's like they lost KD. They're done. But they lost KD.
Out of all those teams, I think the Warriors, although I think they're the one team that got worse. But, I think they got worse. They lost Andre Iguodala,
they did,
a vet who's weathered the storm. They lost Kevin Durant. You can't forget about him.
Yeah.
But
and they
got a great pickup in D'Lo, but I definitely don't think they're going to be as good. Of course, they're not going to be as good as last season, but we'll just have to see how they keep up with the rest of the NBA.
You still, like I was telling Emily a few weeks ago, whenever people go down and everybody those. I feel like Stephen Curry and Draymond are two guys who really pick up the slack for what they would be missing. So I feel like Draymond would be good this year. I don't know if he's going to be a scorer or a passer, but he can be both.
True, we've seen it before. We've seen Draymond take over games. We've seen it.
Yeah, so I feel like he will be taking over games, and Stephen Curry as well. I called that Stephen Curry wins MVP this year. So
my MVP this year. Ooh, there's a lot of names in there. It's a lot of names. I'm gonna have to go with Kawhi. He's gonna play a good, healthy, full season to win MVP.
Thank you for tuning into LUTV Sports Extra. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to keep up with everything extra in the world of sports. See you next time. Yeah, man, I'm gonna stay with Steph. Steph get his third, man. Unanimous.